Hi everybody, it's Kathy here and I'm playing along with the brand new very vintage papers from the Scrapbook Fantasies paper range. As part of the creative team, this is my layout that I'm using this wonderful set of papers that has been created by Alicia this time around. So I'm using paper number 1 from the very vintage paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pencil in an arc here. And I need that because I am going to cut it away to create some fishtail banners. So I don't often pre-measure what I'm going to do. I usually just run by my eye. But today for this, I'm measuring off where I need to cut so that I can create the fishtail banners and have that effect like a fringe along the bottom of the layout. Now, these papers are brand new. They were just released today and they are just stunning. You are going to love them. So the quality of always that you have come to know and expect from Scrapbook Fantasies is there. The colours are just beautiful and the printables and the pieces that you can fussy cut out and incorporate are just beautiful. Now this layout here I am using for a wedding layout, and these just make it such a fantastic piece when it is completed. So what I'm doing here is I am just cutting in the strips which I am going to fishtail, and then I have got the curved part in that you saw. So I'm just going to cut all of the strips along that curves before I start the fishtails so that they fit and create like a hem on a dress when they sit on the layout. So you can see here how I'm just eyeballing it. I didn't measure it. I just wanted it to have that curved effect, and you can see that beautifully there. The next part that I need to do is I am going to, as I said, fishtail banner it all, and I just fold the ends and I just cut them along. I also want them to stand up off the bottom of the page, so I am going to distress each and every single one of those, but I do it off camera so that you don't have to sit through that process. I am now inking it with Victorian Velvet, which is a soft pink colour, just to give it that little bit of a smokiness to it, and I've done that for each of the fishtails as well. I'm now using the back of this paper here, which is another one from the range, and that's going to tuck in underneath the papers so that I can complete the full 12 by 12. I'm using a very soft pink. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, that hessian on the back? Just gorgeous. The colours are amazing. I am going to use a soft pink cardstock to create my 1-inch frame, as I always do, and as you can see, because of the weather and the temperature, I am having difficulty with the tape. It is not brayering and sticking properly. So I have that soft Victorian velvet around the bottom as well. That's finishing off the edges and lifting it up from the frame, and it's always a great way of making sure that you are adding another layer of texture and dimension to your layout. So I'm just going to put this down in place. I haven't put all those fishtails down because I'm going to tuck things in underneath. So these are, as I said, 2 photos from my daughter's wedding, and the colours just suit magnificently, as you can see. She had those soft pinks and maroons in her lantern that she carried on the day, and he was wearing the red brocade accessories for his attire. So I'm going to go around all of these elements that I have fussy cut, and I'm just using the Victorian Velvet to give them the softness so that when they pile on top of each other and lift up off the layout, they've got that clear definition, but it softens it as well, which is beautiful for a vintage layout. And look at all the different pieces that I've been able to fussy cut out of the papers to incorporate into this layout. So I am using this one as a tell their own story. So I've chosen story pieces like books and parchment and feather and the scroll, and I've got flowers, and it's just beautiful at how it all comes together. So as you can see, I've gone through and I've fussy cut lots and lots of things from the papers, and I've put them all to the side so I can build my embellishing for this layout. I'm just going to start by layering up the bigger pieces to the bottom and then playing with them until I get the right combination as to how I want it to look when it's finished. I'm going to run a layer of embellishments across that fishtail banner fringe and across the bottom of the photos, like a ledge that the photos are sitting on. I'm also having the timepiece up in the top right hand corner with the flowers to soften that and add that little extra nostalgic touch to it. Now there are butterflies included, and that bow, it's just beautiful and it matches perfectly for the whole theme and concept of the layout, tying it all together. I've added in the pen there, I'm putting in some foliage in underneath the flowers, I'm tucking in the little butterflies, and I'm just loving how this has all come together. Now I do have that stack of books there to the side, but I ended up not using them on this layout because they don't actually match the theme that I wanted to portray, but you can just see how whimsical and how beautiful this has come together. Imagine that with some antique photos, beautiful. The colours are just stunning. They are very vintage. To finish off, I'm adding in some glitter, and by doing that with my glitter pen, I'm just putting it here and there all over the place, not taking over, just adding that little bit of extra something to make this wedding layout stand out. You can go to www.scrapbookfantasies.com.au and you will find this new range. It's called Very Vintage. There are so many pieces to it. There is something for everybody, but I do strongly suggest you get the paper packs because they are going to be hot demand. They are just stunning. And there are so many different things that you'll be able to do with them. As you can see, I have layered these on top of each other. I've added pieces from the fussy cutting, and they just complement so well to create such a stunning visual feast for the eyes. I'm just adding in some Nuvo drops there, as you can see, to build up my visual triangle to draw your eye around the page. And look how beautifully they complement those photos. It's just such a beautiful page. And you too can create it as easily as I just did. All you need is the papers to get yourself started. So here's how it looks up nice and close. There's that timepiece. Isn't it beautiful? Look at those flowers, just stunning. And there's an embroidery hoop, and there are letters, and there are books, and it's just lovely. Look at that bow, stunning. And there's another timepiece over there, and the feather, and those butterflies. They just look so nice together. So I hope that I've done something here to inspire you to get creative today, and that you'll go and check out Alicia's collection at www.scrapbookfantasies.com.au. I will have all of the details down in the box below. I will even list all the papers that I use for this, and look at how this has come together. Look at the detail. It's just simply magnificent. You won't be disappointed, I can assure you. I was extremely thrilled to be able to be playing with these and to do the promo pieces. So thank you everybody for watching. As I said, hop on over to the Facebook group and check out what everybody else is doing. But don't forget to get yours before they become a hot commodity and hard to get. Happy scrapping everyone. Here's my next video for you, and I'll see you soon with a new one.